Coming up tonight, patients with active cancer who are on treatment or with recent transplants are now eligible for vaccination. Tens of thousands self-test kits have been given out to people who visited places linked to Singapore's largest cluster. The mother of the teen who was killed in the Bedok basketball court tragedy said he is a good boy and she believes he's in heaven. This is the Straits Times Newsnight. Good evening, I'm Chow Suen. Individuals who are immunocompromised can now be vaccinated against COVID-19. With the international rollout of COVID-19 vaccination, data has shown that vaccination is safe and can provide protection against infection and severe disease among immunocompromised persons who are at increased risks of complication from the virus. Singapore's Expert Committee on COVID-19 vaccination now recommends that persons who are severely immunocompromised can be vaccinated to help ensure that they are vaccinated only when their immune systems are better able to respond to the jab. Certain groups of patients should obtain a memo of their suitability from their treating specialist and present it to the vaccination provider before being vaccinated. They include patients with active cancer on treatment, patients with recent transplants within the past 3 months, and patients on aggressive immunotherapy for non-cancer conditions. People living with HIV can also now be vaccinated regardless of their CD4 count, without the need for a memo. The above groups can be vaccinated in the hospital setting or in a community vaccination site. Now, if you've been waiting for another vaccine option, it looks like China's Sinopharm vaccine could soon be made available in Singapore, with several private healthcare groups already taking steps to secure doses of the jab. It looks likely to be the 4th COVID-19 vaccine available here as the country ramps up nationwide vaccination rates. IHH Healthcare Singapore told the Straits Times that the Health Sciences Authority has given approval for it to import the Sinopharm vaccine under the Special Access Route framework. Raffles Medical Group has also put up a Facebook post asking people to register their interest in the Chinese vaccine, which uses an inactivated virus to elicit protection against COVID-19. And taking a look at the daily COVID-19 numbers, 136 new cases were confirmed today, 130 locally transmitted and 6 imported. Of the local infections, 82 are linked to previous cases and 48 are currently unlinked. The Health Ministry is investigating likely COVID-19 transmission at Ang Mo Kio Avenue 10 and Clementi Avenue 3 after cases were found in several households in those areas. MOH will conduct mandatory COVID-19 testing for all residents of 438 Ang Mo Kio Avenue 10 from Thursday and all residents of 430 and 445A Clementi Avenue 3 on Thursday and Friday. And amid the outbreak of cases at Jurong Fishery Port, the Singapore Food Agency will be enhancing COVID-19 measures at the 2 fishery ports here. With 929 infections linked to it as at today, the Jurong Fishery Port cluster is the largest active cluster here.
We want to strengthen the control at Senoko Fishery Port and also in Jurong Fishery Port when it reopens. But this is actually a collective responsibility. The safety and the public health cannot be just the role of the government or the enforcement officer. So we are urging all our stakeholders, our trade visitors, our workers, and everyone that's in our food supply chain to observe SMM and to play their part in keeping our food supply chain resilient and strong.
The measures will be enhanced at 3 main areas of the ports: the entrance, marketplace, and the unloading area. There will also be restricted access into the marketplace area and closer supervision of the unloading activity, which will be supervised by safe distancing ambassadors and monitored via closed-circuit television. All authorized entry pass holders are required to undergo testing prior to entry before they transition to a 7-day rostered routine testing regime. And as Singapore ramps up testing, you'll be seeing more of this: people collecting their free self-test kits. According to the Health Ministry, more than 225,000 antigen rapid test kits were given out last week to residents and visitors who had been to markets and food centres linked to the Jurong Fishery Port cluster. Experts say these ART kits will play a significant role in Singapore's COVID-19 strategy, making it easier for people to get tested faster. "He's a good boy. I think he's in heaven." Those are the words of Madam Rahima Lee Abdullah about her only child, who was killed in the Badok basketball court tragedy. When the Straits Times visited her home today, she said her son, Muhammad Ridwan, loved basketball so much he would head to the court with his friends almost daily since he was in primary school. Looking at his near-perfect report card from ITE College Central, she said her son was very clever and wanted to be a pilot. And the family's helper told ST that Ridwan would often sing and play the keyboards before going to bed, sharing a video clip of the teenager performing his cover of Callum Scott's song, "You Are the Reason." The 17-year-old died after a basketball backboard structure fell on him on Monday night. Police said that they are investigating the case of unnatural death. Singapore table tennis player Yu Mengyu is on the brink of securing an Olympic medal in the women's singles competition at Tokyo 2020 after her stunning victory today in the quarterfinals over world number 10 Kasumi Ishikawa. Yu, who is ranked 47th, faces China's top-ranked peddler Chen Ming in the semi-finals tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yu reached the last 8 of this event at the 2016 Rio Games, where she made her Olympic debut. All the best, Mengyu. We are rooting for you. And there continues to be an outpouring of support for gymnastics star Simone Biles, who will not defend her all-round gold medal. Team USA is saying that she will be evaluated daily to determine whether or not to participate in next week's individual event finals. On Tuesday, Biles withdrew from the team event to focus on her mental well-being.
I was like, I think the girls need to do the rest of the competition without me, and they were like, "I promise you you're fine. We watched you warm up." And I said, "No, I know I'm going to be fine, but I can't risk a medal for the team, so I need to call it." And you usually don't hear me say things like that because I'll usually persevere and push through things, but not to cost the team a medal. So they were like, "Okay, well, if Simone says this, then we need to take it pretty serious." And so I had the correct people around me to do that.
And the team were all smiles after winning the silver medal in the team final. Biles expressing her gratitude to the girls, saying, "They stepped up when I couldn't. Thanks for being there for me and having my back." And before we go, if you were out and about today, especially if you were in the east, you might have spotted this, a sun halo. They are typically seen when thin clouds made of small ice crystals high up in the sky play with light in a way that forms a large ring. And there's a good chance we'll be seeing more of these in the coming days, with temperatures expected to remain high. And that wraps up the Straits Times Newsnight. Do visit straitstimes.com to see more news and videos. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel by hitting the button below. Keep safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.